Okay? Now there is A and here's B. Let's take a look at how A's living their life. No understanding of law of vibration, goals, or anything else. They both have the ability to choose, and they both have infinite potential. Now, this could be you and the person next door. Now, here's where A goes. Goes nowhere. Drops back and forth, ends up in a mediocre life. Where B is moving on to prosperity, satisfaction, happiness, continuous growth. Look, at both started out evenly with the same talent and ability.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to get started here in about 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and have a major push. We've been having over 50 people on today's call, so I know there's a time frame where people come in about a 5-minute little window. So let's share the link. Remember, if you're network marketing, share it in your group chats. We're not pitching anything. We're literally giving value for free. Just Bob Proctor's information. If you're running a traditional organization, get your business partners, get your employees on this call, because they're going to learn about so many different things so they can perform at the next level. And the best way to give me thanks in everything that we're putting together is just to share the link. We want as many people on today's call as possible. We'll be getting started at 11:05. Today we're talking about law of attraction and law of vibration. So share that link. Jenna, if you could put it in the chat, or put it in the chat here and in the chat in the Telegram, I would appreciate that. And I will see you guys in a few minutes here.
Abilities. Both are not involved in the same activities or going in the same direction. A is being controlled by their paradigm. B is controlling their paradigm. There's a big difference here. But you have to ask yourself, what is the difference? Well, B has a goal and believes it will manifest. There's the difference. A is caught up, like Robert Heinlein said, in daily trivia, until ultimately they're enslaved by it. A has a paradigm problem. B doesn't. B knows where they're going. Now, when you look at this, you have to ask, why is this happening like that? Well, you know, Alvin Toffler wrote Future Shock. He said something here around the beginning of the 21st century. He said the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. And of course, that's what we're doing here in this masterclass. We're learning, we're unlearning, and we're relearning. And that's going to go on for the rest of your life. You see the speed we're moving at. You see how the world is changing, and it's changing every day. And it's not, the rate of change is not slowing down. I think Toffler has nailed it. Now, most people, as we know, are extras in their own movie. I pulled out a few slides here that sort of describe the ones who do and don't know where they're going. And you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? Well, I think most people want time and money freedom. There's absolutely no question about that. And to be able to shape your future, you have to be willing and able to change your paradigm. So believe is really the key word here. Now, if we're going to believe, I think we've got to go back and take a look at what Toffler said. You got to learn, unlearn, and relearn. I started out in 1961 when I was 26 with this book. And I'm going to tell you, as I got into it and as the years passed and everything started to move faster, I had to unlearn and I had to relearn. And I'm continually doing that, and I'm convinced that that's what we're going to have to do for the rest of our life. Now, T. Lawrence, first of all, Lawrence of Arabia was a favorite movie of mine. T. Lawrence was an officer in the British Army, and he was sent off to Africa to fight in the African War. Now, I want you to look at what he says, because I think this is so good. Everyone dreams, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind wake in the day to find it was vanity. But the dream
All righty, let's go. Let's go, family. Big energy, big energy. Where are you guys at? Drop a 7 in the chat if you're feeling blessed and highly favored. Whatever energy you're coming with on this call is the same energy the universe is bringing back to you. Y'all want to have more money. Y'all want to build a bigger team. Y'all want to increase that bank account. Y'all want a better romantic partner. Y'all going to put out better energy, different energy. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. I'm excited to be here with you guys, serving you guys at the highest level. My name is DeAndre Saxton. I'm a certified Proctor Gallagher business consultant, AKA Uncle Bobby P, Bob Proctor, the man, the myth, the living legend, 87 years old, been kicking, rocking, and rolling since probably your parents been born. And he's still in the game, teaching, rocking, and rolling because we love this. We love teaching people this information. Bob Proctor had a mentor. That mentor's name was Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale had a mentor. That man's name was Napoleon Hill, the writer and author of the famous book, Think and Grow Rich. And Napoleon Hill had a mentor, Andrew Carnegie, the wealthiest man, even wealthier than Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. And I have a mentor. That man's name is Bob Proctor. So you guys are looking at the next generation, millennial, 25, rocking and rolling, big energy, big smile. Let's go, family. I'm excited to be here with you guys. Today is day 3 of the Law of Attraction Masterclass. We're going to be talking about the Law of Attraction today, finally, right? We had to build up to it, though. Y'all thought this was just a movie. Y'all thought it was just a logo. It's not just a logo. It's not just a movie. There's a science behind this. On day 1, we talked about creating your dream life, that you could actually write on a piece of paper that which you wanted, and that whatever you wrote down, it would come true. Let me see your guys' goal cards. Let me see what you guys wrote down. Let me see your cards. Let me see your cards. Some of you don't have your cameras on. Cameras keep you accountable. If you don't have your camera on, you're probably doing something other than being on the call. And let me tell you about this kind of information. If you kind of half-ass listen to it, you're not going to really get the impact. You're really not going to get the impact that you really want. So and I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. So if you're busy right now, you could probably hop off the call and just watch the recording when you are present. Because this is something you're going to want to sit down and really think about so that you can really go out there and make things happen. So that was day 1. We talked about creating your dream life. Yesterday, we talked about the paradigm. We talked about the paradigm and the secret genie, that your results are a direct reflection of the ideas that you're holding in that part of your mind called the subconscious mind. Quick pop quiz. What percent of our results are controlled by the subconscious mind? Drop in the chat right now. Pop quiz, pop quiz. Brian was quick with it. He was the first one I saw. Brian said 95%, and that is true. 95% of our results are controlled by the conditioning that we have in our mind. And that when you change how you see yourself, you change your personal standards. And when you change your personal standards, your results and the standards of your results will change as well. I actually want to give you guys a little testimonial to this 555 a.m. challenge. So even though I do pretty well for myself at my age, and when I look around, I want to get to the next level. I want to impact more people. I want to transfer this to my company, my organization that I'm building. So I realized I needed to get to the next level. And I realized what was holding me back, we talked about it yesterday, was the big domino. Do you know what your big domino is? We talked about what is the one thing such that by doing it, everything else will fall into place. And that to me was getting 8 hours of sleep and going to bed early so that I could wake up early. And the challenge was 5:55 a.m. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what this looks like and the results that has been given to me. So self-discipline, it was 5 days of doing this. Burst out of bed, not get up out of bed, not wake up out of bed, burst out of bed at 5:55 a.m. I'm not gonna lie, guys, like I've been trying to get up early my entire life, and it never really worked out because I had the mindset I had to get up early. But now I have this mindset as I get to wake up early because I get to conquer my day. Did you conquer your day today? It is 11:11 right now. Did you conquer your day? Number 2, hit the gym every single day. I've hit the gym last 2 days. Not gonna lie, I haven't hit it yet, but I'm hitting it right after my schedule today at 3 o'clock. Every day I've been hitting the gym. I've been studying deep work for 5 hours. Did you know that when you're studying, and by the way, Bob said study every single day. At 5 a.m. this morning, Bob Proctor was studying in Toronto, Canada. Bob studies every single day. Bob says the day he'll stop studying is the day he walks on water, because when he's walking on water, he's reached ultimate awareness level. That's when Bob will stop studying. So if you guys have been studying this for 3 days, y'all got a reality check coming to you. So when you're up that early, you can get a deep, I don't just say a study hour, a deep study hour. There's no phone, there's no text, there's no honking, there's nothing going on around you. And I've noticed that my insight when I'm studying at 6 in the morning it hits different. It hits different. Getting my 8 hours of sleep. So those are the things that I've been implementing and a few others. But here's what's happened to me over the last coming days. My confidence has gone up. My income has shot up dramatically. Five-figure profits in the last 24 hours. Boom, just like that. Just because I raised my standards of myself, therefore my results outside must raise as well. So remember I said, I think it was the first day, I said people don't have business problems. They have paradigm problems that reflect in their business. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to increase your income. That's why you're on today's call. Drop a 1 and a 2 in the chat if you want to increase your income and grow the size of your organization, whether you're running a network marketing or a traditional business. Drop a 1, a 2, and a 3 in the chat if you want to increase your income, build your organization, and have more well-being, emotional consistency throughout your day. So those are the outside results, but you know where the inside results, it starts from within. It starts from creating that within. And when you increase yourself, by law, your results must change. So 555 energy has been rocking and rolling. Drop a 555 in the chat. All right, let's hop into it. So today we're talking about law of attraction, law of vibration, and how this actually works. What's actually going on here? I tell my clients, like, technically I'm a coach, but I don't see myself as a coach. I've been doing this for like 1.5 years. Bob Proctor is my coach, the OG of OGs, Uncle Bobby P. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to explain this in a sec. I gotta explain the law of attraction, law of vibration, and then come back to this. I was gonna hop into some stuff for you guys, but I'm assuming you guys are still kind of new, and I gotta get basics down first. All right, so we talked about the conscious mind. We talked about the stick figure, aka the secret genie, yesterday. And if you haven't watched it yet, don't worry. Go watch the recording. It is on my YouTube channel. All the videos will be up until Sunday. Sunday, everything gets taken down for the month, and we will have to wait till next month for the next masterclass. So really briefly, we talked about the stick figure. The stick figure represents all things. It completely changed my life when I found out the stick figure. It was created in 1934 by Dr. Thurman Fleet in San Antonio, Texas. And he said that we need to have order in the mind. And that when you bring order to the mind and understand why it is that you know exactly what to do, but you're not doing it, you have to understand what's going on in the mind. So let's talk about it really briefly. We talked about the conscious mind. The conscious mind is your thinking mind. It's your intellectual mind. It's the mind that controls 5% of your results. It's the mind that wants you to take a bunch of notes, be on all the Zoom calls, read all the books, hire all these coaches, but yet you still don't get the results after all these years. Or maybe you're getting a little bit of results. If you want to have a little bit of results, a little bit being 5%, 10%, maybe up to 15, 20%, drop a 1 in the chat. If you want to have a freaking quantum leap, I'm talking about 100%, 200%, 1,000%, 15,000% growth in your business, drop a 2 in the chat. Now, some of you might be thinking 15,000%, you're capping. There's no cap here. In the spiritual world, there is no cap. There only is. There are only positive and negative in whatever it is that you believe. So to go from 0 to 100K a month in about 45 days, to go from 0 to 200,000 a month in about 90 days, I don't know what percentage of that is. Maybe somebody can do the math, but that's a lot more than 100% growth. A lot more than 100% growth. So if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. But you know where that comes from? The ability to create my dream life, which was yesterday's homework, writing our script. Drop a 777 in the chat if you did the homework last night and you wrote your script. Let me see those scripts. I see Brian. Brian, bro, you're so attentive on this call, my man. I see you. Michelle, like Vanessa. Dude, not without a shadow of doubt, I will see them making some quantum leaps over the next 14 days. It's just the energy you put in is the energy you put out. And not the like, and it's just focus, guys. It's focus. One of my mentors said, your income is tied into your ability to focus. Like Jim Rohn says, and I'm gonna say this multiple times, because as I say it multiple times throughout the week, you guys will notice the little things. Because remember I said the knowing doing gap is knowing what to do, but not doing it. So if I said write on a goal card, day 1, some of you did and didn't. Yesterday was to write the script. Some of you did, some of you didn't. Those are the little things. It's not the writing of the notes. It's not simply coming to the Zoom call. It's not buying the program and getting my coaching. It's the little things like that. It's the certain way. That's what it is. If you guys can get an understanding of what I just said right there, you can't coach that. You can't coach the certain way. It's a mentality. It's an attitude that I come to a call, attentive, camera on, notebook ready. I do the homework and boom. You can't coach that. It's an attitude. And if I can transfer that mentality to you guys will see the quantum leap. It's not writing the stick figure and having notes after today's call and feeling motivated. Motivation is going to wear off as soon as you get a no and rejection on your next sales call. Because you can consciously know this in your thinking mind, but we all understand that right here in the subconscious mind, the feeling mind, the programming, the conditioning, the attitude, that's the one that controls everything for you. The feeling mind is your subconscious mind. Yesterday, we talked about the conscious mind, this upper part here, having the ability to accept and reject ideas. You can accept what I'm saying, you can reject what I'm saying, and you have the free will to do so. That comes from your consciousness. The example we also used that I learned yesterday while studying is that your conscious mind is like your little sibling, like that 7-year-old sibling that's so curious, wants to run around, jump around, try things, imagine things. But your subconscious mind is the responsible sibling. It's that 25-year-old sibling. You have the 7-year-old and then you got the 25-year-old. The 25-year-old has to pay rent, so he can't be out there getting too crazy. He's responsible. He likes repetition. He likes security, safety, and he accepts the reality. We could even say it's your pessimistic sibling, the one that says, I believe it when I see it. That's your subconscious mind. Believing it while you're seeing it is visualizing. And we'll talk about that today when we talk about law of vibration. When you tap into your new state, it must accept. Any idea that you pass on to the subconscious mind must be accepted. And it is accepted in real time. There's no such thing as time in the spiritual mind, in the subconscious. There's only now. That's why it accepts. That's why your subconscious can only accept, because there's no future and past. Think about right now. Think about how you're feeling. Just be aware of yourself right now. Be aware of yourself. Guess what? You're feeling right now, not yesterday, not 2 seconds ago. Every second you're thinking about now. You're feeling now. Is that making sense? You can't feel tomorrow. You can't feel 2 seconds from now, but you can feel right now. That is your subconscious mind. There's only now. And if you pass an image with feeling to that mind as of now, it must therefore be real in your subconscious mind. And if it's real here long enough, if you live from that state long enough in the mind, you must eventually hold it in your hand. Does everybody understand the stick figure and what we covered yesterday? Yes? So at this point, we should know where we're going. I just did a recap of our stick figure. Now let's move on to the next period here, which is what I like to call the common error. The common error. This right here, family, if you understand this, sheesh, your emotional states throughout the day will be in your favor moving forward. Gone will be the days of random anxiety attacks at 3:45 p.m. when you have no more sales, your cash flow is down, you're thinking about quitting the business, your boyfriend, girlfriend relationship's not going too well, you're single and you're looking for somebody, you're starting to doubt if it's going to come together, you're looking at your weight and you just feel unmotivated. Gone will be those days of looking at your outside results and letting it control your future. So there's a lot going on here, but there's going to be red arrows that you'll be following along with. So we're going to notice a common theme here as we see this stick figure. So let's bring our attention to the stick figure, and we're going to let the red arrows guide our eyes to bring organization to this image. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to rock and roll. You're attentive. If you're here right now with me, drop a 1 in the chat. Because if you're doing something else, you're going to not really understand what I'm saying here. And if you do this, like I said, anxiety, fear, depression can go out the door. So we have this power flowing into our consciousness. Scientists would call it energy. If you're in the area of religion and spirit, they'd call it the Holy Spirit. I pray to the Holy Spirit. I'm Christian before every call. The Holy Spirit guides me, renews my mind, renews my heart, so that I can be here and flow. Whatever you want, whatever state you want to come from, there is a common theme, and that energy just is. It's not positive. It's not negative. It just is. So if we look at every atom, every molecule of your body and the cells of your body, we understand that there's a positive and a negative. We agree with that. Drop a yes in the chat if we've come to the conclusion that at a molecular level, there's a positive and a negative polarity in our cells. In the same sense, it works like that with your thoughts and everything. Right now, your cells are operating more on the positive side, on the negative side. Every cell of your body is working on the positive or the negative side based on the ideas that you're choosing to get emotionally involved with. So this power just is. And it's a creative power. It's the power that gives you insight. It's that power that you get random ideas, inspiration, and you're like, man, let me do this YouTube channel. Let me reach out to this person. Let me build this company. Let me create. It's a creative power. With that creative power, you have the ability to create and form an idea. Where do you think ideas come from? You think you just pull them out of your ass, guys? Excuse me for my French. No, there is a science to this. There's real life things happening here in the spirit. Whether you believe it or not is irrelevant. It is here. A lot of people say, "Oh, DeAndre, oh, you like a spiritual coach, DeAndre, you like do black magic or something." I'm like, yo, whether you believe in the law of gravity or not, if you jump off this 28th floor, whether you're Christian, black, white, Mexican, or some other color, you're going down. If you're a good person or a bad person, you are going down. That is a law of gravity. Whether you believe in this stuff or not, it's still going to work it's still working regardless if you choose to reject everything I'm saying. It is still going to work. Now, if you're fairly smart, you're going to choose to learn the laws rather than go against them. So you have the ability to create ideas from this power. And then when you get emotionally involved with an idea, you pass it on to the subconscious mind. Do we know, pop quiz, do we know how to transfer an idea from the consciousness to our subconscious? Do we know? What are some methods that we know of that I've shared? I've shared them briefly. I haven't like taught them yet, but I've shared them briefly. Maybe you guys happen to know. I'm just curious. Pop quiz. Repetition. Repetition with emotion are how you take an idea and pass it into your subconscious mind. Bob will say, get emotionally involved. I didn't know what that meant. Even when I started getting results, I still didn't know what that meant. Emotional involvement means this. It triggers your emotion. It triggers your emotion. So when you visualize that car and you start to get excited about it, to the point where you're already on Car Gurus looking at the price and monthly payments and calculating and reaching out to dealerships, even though you're not even close to looking at that Rolls Royce, you're now emotionally involved with it. When you see that particular color and you're like, oh my goodness, like you're getting excited just looking at the color, like my McLaren's gonna be purple, like that's a gorgeous ass purple, emotionally involved. You have now tapped it into the subconscious mind, because on the prior slide, we talked about the subconscious mind. What is another word for the subconscious mind? Pop quiz. The feeling mind. When you feel it, you are now emotionally involved in it. Let's keep moving. So now you've taken this idea. What is this idea? What you have in this gold card? Review this gold card right now. Say it out loud. I'm so happy and grateful now that, say it out loud. 1, 2, 3. So we've taken this idea that we've created from our consciousness. We put it on a piece of paper and we got emotionally involved with this. We wrote a script last night, and that script is the detailed image that will allow us to get emotionally involved with it. That script is your new life. And if you did it correctly, one in front and back page with detail, when you read it, you will get emotionally involved with it. So remember, I told you you're taking this masterclass, and that's not to just take notes, but to apply it towards this and that script that you wrote. Everything you're learning between now and the rest of the masterclass, the rest of the week, is towards this card and that piece of paper, that script. So now we've taken this idea, this script, and we're getting emotionally involved in it by doing some visualization strategies we'll probably tap into, if not today, no, probably tomorrow. So this body, remember, it's a physical presentation. It's a physical presentation of these ideas. When I made the decision to wake up at 5:55 a.m., it was not a body. It wasn't, I'm not forcing myself to get up. I saw myself doing it here. So now I'm excited and my body naturally bursts out of bed before 5:55 so that I can look at the 555 on my phone. So the new vibration, the new ideas in your mind must be expressed. Whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind must be expressed. Why? Because this body is a presentation of that subconscious mind. You will act always in alignment with your self-image, how you see yourself, these images that you hold, that you're emotionally involved with. If this is making sense, drop a 333 in the chat right now if this is making sense for you. I want to make sure that I'm communicating properly, that you guys see. Because remember, I study this a lot. Sometimes I can be too high up there. We have people on all different levels. Not if first time hearing this, all the way up to people that are like already up there, you know? So I want to make sure everybody's understanding me. If you're not really understanding me, drop a 4 in the chat. That way I can, you know, just articulate it a little better. It's really different stuff, but if you understand this, it really will make some big changes for you. So emotion is energy in motion. Emotions is the feeling. Feeling is the secret. Y'all want to know what the secret is? Feeling. There it is right there. What is the law of attraction? It's based on your feeling. Feeling is a word that we invented to describe our awareness of our vibration. Feeling is a word that we invented to describe our awareness of our vibration. If you're feeling good, you're in a good vibration and you attract more good things to you. If you're feeling bad, you're in a bad vibration and you're attracting more things to make you feel bad. And so now that this body is moving, right? This body is a molecular structure that's moving. It's moving at all times. And it's going to get your body acting. You're going to start to do things in alignment with how you see yourself. So if you wake up late every morning, it's because you see yourself waking up late. And late doesn't necessarily mean like 10, 11. It could be 9 o'clock. If you want to be up early, waking up at 9 o'clock is late for you and your self-image. So you're going to start to act. That vibration is then expressed through action. Law of attraction states that whatever energy you put out must come back to you in equal force. It's an action. It's a law of laws, law of cause and effect. Cause, effect, cause, effect. I wake up early, cause, effect. My income shoots up. Everything shoots up. Cause, I wake up early. I go to the gym. Effect, my health improves. Cause, I wake up early. Effect, I'm able to study, visualize, and pray in the morning so I'm more emotionally stable throughout my day. I conquer myself before the world tries to conquer me. The world will bend to my will. I don't bend to the will of the world because I conquer myself every morning. Do we understand that push and pull? Cause, effect. Drop a 1 in the chat if we understand this. Cause and effect. Push, pull. Law of attraction. Energy out, energy back. So this energy you're putting out causes a reaction. And law of attraction is a reactive state. Write that down, guys. Law of attraction is a reactive. It's not an active state. You're not actively creating creating these things coming into your life. It's a reactive energy coming back to you based on the energy you've been putting out days, weeks prior to that. And that action reaction then changes our conditions, our circumstances, and our environment, AKA our results. Too many times this is, by the way, the law of attraction, law of vibration. This is how it's supposed to work. If you do exactly what I just shared with you, and in theory, it sounds good. And this is why you have to get an understanding of this. Because if you only understand this from the books, from the notebook, later today, some guy's going to cut you off, especially if you live in freaking Miami. Some guy's going to cut you off and you're going to get pissed off. You're going to take your flight later today. It's going to get delayed and you're going to get pissed off. You're going to immediately, right now, somebody in your organization is going to quit the business and get cross-recruited. Tomorrow, you're going to get a call from your back taxes saying, we need to collect the money. Like, whatever the hell. And if you don't have an understanding at this, at a basic, like a part of you, it's going to go right out the window. This is why repetition over and over and over and over. You have to get it to the point where it's who you are. So when that shit pops up, you're like, oh, wait. I remember DeAndre did this is the outside world. No. No, I'm controlling this. I'm going to see the positive in this thing. So when my Instagram got hacked last month, somebody hacked into my Instagram, got into my cryptos, changed my email. It was horrible. Like, it was nothing like that's ever happened to me. But I looked at the positive from that. Whenever something bad's happening, there's always a good and a bad. And we've attracted every situation into our life. And when you understand what I just said, no more will you allow the outside world to control you. So we talked about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is the energy you put out. More importantly, here's the word, attitude. Attitude. What is attitude? Drop a 3 in the chat if you've ever been told you got to change your attitude. You want to make more money? Change your attitude. You wanna do something? Change your attitude. You know, your mom said you better change that attitude. Like people say that, but what does that actually mean? You know what an attitude is? Write this down. Attitude is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. So I can see some your guys' attitudes just from the cameras. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. You can sense somebody's attitude just by walking by them. Oh, she has a really good attitude. You walk into a party and you look at that person and you just already don't like them. You're like, yo, there's something wrong with that person. You can look into somebody's eyes and see that they're evil. That's an attitude. We pick up on this via our subconscious mind, the universal part of us. Remember, there's only one mind. My mind's connected to Michelle's, Lady Faye. My mind is connected to Jenna's, Tony's, Vanessa's, Osvaldo's. That's why you're able to pick up the energies of other people. That's why you're able to pick up the energies of other people. So that's what attitude is. So this attitude is this energy you're putting out, and it will come back to you. So if you've ever, this whole masterclass, right? I use the word law of attraction because that's a buzzword, right? I could have named this the Science of Getting Rich Masterclass. I could have named this the Reprogram Your Subconscious Mind Masterclass, turn your annual, whatever, different things. But law of attraction is like the buzzword. But did you know that the law of attraction is a secondary law? The primary law, especially when you watch the movie The Secret, which is where my logo comes from. I didn't even come up with that logo. That logo came from the community. You like that logo? So my last name is Saxton. So it's Saxton, and then obviously I do seminars. Saxton Seminar. That's kind of dope, right? Kind of like bringing it back to life. Kind of fun thing. I still gotta make sure it's legally good to go, but for right now we're rocking and rolling. It's fun, right? But nonetheless, in that movie, which really opened up a lot of people to the idea of the law of attraction, that movie really got people to think that it's a primary law. And if you're like me, that's kind of like into this, you know, I would say spiritual world kind of stuff of success, you follow some meme pages, and these meme pages, as much as like they're putting out good energy, like they have it so like twisted. So because I put 333 in your comment section, money's going to flow into my life. Right. Right. Because I repost this on Facebook, I'm going to get a wallet full of money. Right. Drop in the chat right now. Right. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Sheesh. Funny. But no, like this is what I'm talking about here. So a lot of people are just thinking that stuff's going to come to them, but there's a science behind it. The primary law is the law of vibration. The primary law is the law of vibration. Where's it at right here? Do I have it on here? I don't. Let me see, seminar. The law of vibration. Drop in the chat right now, law of vibration. Let's talk about law of vibration. If you understand the law of vibration, this will all make sense to you. I can't find it right now, whatever. Let's just rock and roll. Law of vibration. Law of vibration decrees that everything is moving, nothing rests. Everything is moving. We live in an ocean of motion, nothing rests. What does that mean? Remember, let's go back to that example of your molecules, right? Your atoms. We all went to school for the most part. At least you guys remember that the atoms in our body are moving. And the atoms in all things are moving. They're moving so fast, they seem to be still. I want you guys to look at your hand. Look at your hand right now for the first time. Like, just look at your hand. Like, have you ever just looked at your hand? Like, did you know that the atoms in your hand are moving at 168,000 miles per second? They're moving so fast that it seems to be still. And why is this stuff called skin? And grab your hair if you have some, right? Why do we call that hair? Because of the vibration that it's in. You see, this we call this glass, right? So this is a glass thing. If you guys can probably not see it, but it has my name on it. It says DeAndre Saxon, congratulations, inner circle, Bob Proctor. So that is glass because of the vibration that it's in. But if you agree with me, at one point it was called sand because of the vibration that it was in. Because of the vibration that it was in, it was once called sand. If something is moving and oscillating, it forms a vibration. I want you to think about, have you guys ever seen a fly or a bee or a bug or an insect inside of like a bucket of water or a cup of water, and it's moving and it's vibrating and it's sending out waves across the water? You guys know what I'm talking about? Yes? In the same sense, your thoughts are those waves going out into the universe. So at every second, you're putting out these waves that are just rippling out. That is the law of vibration. These thoughts that are in your mind are forming a vibration that are being expressed out. That's the primary law, that understanding. Now, this is where the law of attraction comes in. Those vibrational wavelengths that you're thinking are then attracting like things back to you. Remember, I said law of attraction is a reactive law. It's not a primary, it's a reactive law. You want more money? You have to put out thoughts that money is already here. Not that you want, not that you're trying to get money, that it is already here. How did I go from sleeping on a couch to 100K a month in 40 days? Less than 60 days. Because I was thinking thoughts of a 100K a month person. I was putting that out to the universe. And through the law of attraction, I did it long enough with feeling and planting it into my mind that I had to manifest the people to make that happen. And so in 5 years, I made less than 80,000. And in 17 days, after learning this, I made 100K in 17 days. Effortless. Ripple effect. Drop a money sign if you want to increase your income. Drop a money sign if you really want to have a quantum leap in your income. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So we understand that the law of vibration, I want you to put LOV. LOV. Law of vibration states that the ideas that we're putting out, the ideas that we're choosing to get emotionally involved with, and here's more important, I would articulate that. It's not so much the ideas that you're putting out, it's the ideas you're choosing to internalize into that spiritual mind. So let me see this really quick. I'm just flowing right here. What would that look like? Let's draw the stick figure really quickly. So it's not this. So when you watch the movie The Secret, when you read Think and Go Rich, when you hop around these books, you think that, oh, I have to think money. And this think money is going to bring money, right? That's what we think it is. That's what the movies, the books, and all those meme pages think. That's what they got you to think. That's not how it works. This is how it works. Is we have to think money here, create an image of what that looks like. I stands for image, plant it into the spiritual part of us here. And once it's here, then it flows out. So it's a flowing here rather than here. It doesn't go like this. If you just think money is not going to come, you got to internalize the image of money into your body, which then alters your vibration, which then will bring it at this level. Does that make sense? So that's why you guys wrote down your goal after watching The Secret. That's why you guys wrote down that 6-step thing from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, and it didn't work because you thought it was this. It's not. It's this way. Let's go back. That's the first time I ever did that train like that, but that's kind of cool. That just flowed to me right there. It just made sense in my mind. So the law of vibration, here we go. We're moving along a path here. Let X represent your current state, your current state of thoughts, your current state of feeling, and your current state of action, your attitude, your paradigm. Let X represent where your current state is. Here you are. And we understand law of vibration states that the added energy that I'm putting out, I'm attracting like energy back to me. So we all come to the agreement there. So if you keep thinking the same thoughts, you're going to keep getting the same results. That's why you're going out there and you're busting your ass trying to grow your business, and you're about the same place, give or take 5-10% up or down. You're in the same place because you keep thinking and putting out the same energy, but you want to be up here. Let Y, actually we'll do a different color. Let Y represent your dream state. That goal card, that script. So this is why everything is so important. What I ask you guys to do, script. Even if you guys don't do it, you guys are really missing a lot of the stuff here. It's the certain way here. So here's where you want to go. You want to be at the 100K a month. You want to drive that Rolls Royce. You want to retire your parents. You want to be on that stage. You want to go chairman. You want to hit 6-figure income in your company. You want to get your employees in the salespeople a certain level. You want to increase your sales, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I don't have to be a network marketing expert to know how to teach you how to go become an expert in network marketing. I don't have to win a Grammy to teach you how to win a Grammy. I just have to teach you how your mind works, and then you go do whatever the hell you want to do with it after that. But you got to understand how to use it. What does that say? What does that say, guys? In the chat, right? Secret. Feeling is the secret. Feeling is this vibrational line. If you guys were to, you guys have all done this before. I usually have you guys do it, but we're running out of time. I don't want you to do it now. We've all done this before. When we try to sign into a Wi-Fi, maybe at a hotel, an apartment, a new building, a Starbucks, and we open up our Wi-Fi's and we see all these different local Wi-Fi's with little locks on them, right? We realize that once we get the password to that particular Wi-Fi, we unlock all abundance, that we can now stream Zooms, Netflix, whatever it is that we want. Does it take hard work and effort to tap into another Wi-Fi signal? Or do you just simply need the password? You just simply need the password. Feeling is the password that allows you to unlock your next level of life. So here you are operating in this state. When you look at that goal card and you start to visualize internalize this new script, this new image, you are now living from this state. The longer you live in this state, the faster your new life will come. So when I talked to you guys over the last couple of days, I said you're 14 days away from a complete new life. It is your ability to live at this new state long enough, emotionalize enough for it to come. Why does that work? We've already come to the conclusion that our paradigm, our conditioning, our programming has exclusive control over the results we're getting in our life currently. Man, I'm loving it. I love teaching this stuff, guys. This is so fun. I can sit here all day doing this stuff. So we understand that our results, that's supposed to be results. That says results. So we understand that the results we're getting are because of the thoughts we're putting out, law of attraction, boom, 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 and because we're living on this frequency. But if we want to tap into a new Wi-Fi signal, we must go to this new state here. You know what visualization does? Here's what visualization does. Follow my red line here. So we're moving along this state. You came across my personal brand, DeAndre Saxton Seminars, and I'm starting to teach you guys some stuff. I'm starting to impress new ideas upon you. And you're going to start to learn about visualization. Maybe tomorrow we'll tap into some tactics on visualization. Here's what visualization does. When you visualize, you're not visualizing just to visualize, you're visualizing to tap into the emotion. Because here's what you do. Follow my red line here. You're living across your current life. You're going to go visualize for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you decide. What happens is you're going to leave your current state. You're going to leave what we call the third dimension, and you're going to tap into the fourth dimension. Not going to get too crazy with you guys with this, but you're going to leave your current state because remember, we understand feeling is the what? Feeling is the secret. So when you change your feeling, you're now changing your state. So when you visualize, we're talking about visualization here. When you visualize, you're now going to start living from this new feeling as if it is done, living from the wish fulfilled. You're going to start to see that goal card. You're going to start to see that script, and you're going to start to live as if it is done. Everybody in the chat put I am. God is the great I am. I am. I don't want. I don't think. I'm not trying. I am. That's why on this goal card it says, I'm so happy and grateful. I am so happy and grateful now that I am at this new state. And when you draw emotion, you are now living here. You know what I did? So I mentioned in the first call that when I was in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, and I had just moved there, lockdowns were starting to happen. I had 100, maybe 1,200, not 100, $1,200 in my account. I was probably 10K in credit card debt. Credit card companies were calling me. They couldn't find me in Colombia though, but they were calling me. They were trying to call me. My credit score was 500 or if not less. And that was what my results were telling me. And lockdowns were starting to happen. And I had the program. I maybe had 2 clients or something like that at the period. I probably had about a week or two, probably about 2 weeks enough in Colombia. $1,200. I could live like 2 weeks in Colombia. I had about 2 weeks of savings and I was kind of nervous. I was like, okay, I got 2 weeks to figure my life out. I had 5K on the credit card just from Bob's consulting stuff, become a consultant. And I had nothing to do because I didn't have that many appointments. So Bob said is study the program twice a day. Remember, thinking into results is the program that I took that changed my life. Everybody's going to ask me tomorrow when there's Q&A and stuff, DeAndre, what do you do? DeAndre, what books are you reading? DeAndre, this is all I did. Like, I don't read any books. Bob said, study this program. And that's what I did. He said, study it twice a day for 6 months. And at the end of the 6 months, you won't recognize your life. Less than 60 days later, I was earning 100K a month. That's exactly what I did. So I would study the lesson first thing in the morning and wake up maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. I would study. I would try to put out a YouTube video. I thought YouTube would build my business. I was just trying shit. Who knows that feeling? You're growing your business. You're just trying shit, trying different things, trying different methods, like whatever is necessary, following a mentor. You're just doing stuff, right? I was just doing stuff I thought would work. But what I would do, because I had a lot of free time in Colombia, I was not allowed, because I was an American citizen, I was not allowed to leave my house for 28 days. I did not leave my house for 28 days. That was a very interesting period of my life, but also a very focused period of my life. because I couldn't leave my house for 28 days, all I would do is I would, whenever, instead of taking a nap, I would visualize maybe 3 to 5 times a day. That's it. I would study, I'd visualize a booked out calendar. I would see myself having a booked out calendar. I would close my eyes. I would put on some meditation music. I already understood the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. I already understood that my results are controlled by my subconscious, 95%. I understood that the law of attraction is based on my reaction. I understood that if I hold it here, it's going to change. I already understood this stuff. So then I put it into action. This was April 2020. By April 13th, my life had not changed. April 13th, I had $0 in sales. But I kept on keeping on. I kept on keeping on. And I would keep living from this state. Remember, I said the longer you visualize, the more consistently you do it. You're living from that state. I would feel myself having this booked out calendar. Did you know that on the 30th of that same month, on the 13th, I had 0. On the 30th, I had $101,500 in my bank account. 17 days. 17 days. A guy DM'd me. If you guys know, his name was Neno. Neno in the morning. He DM'd me and said, DeAndre, bro, you got to come on my call. Actually, he just DM'd me again today. It's like, yo, we're going to throw an event. So we're probably going to throw an event here in Miami. He DM'd me. There's another word for this. Everybody in the chat, write this. Effortless. Effortless way. Drop in the chat. The effortless way. This is working with the laws. He DM'd me and everything changed after that. Why? Here I was, my current state, but I would go and live on where I wanted at that 100K a month goal, what I had on my card, what I had on my script, and I was putting out actions. I was still doing shit. I was putting out YouTube videos. I was running Zoom calls. I was doing random things. But because I was acting and holding the image, it allowed the law of attraction to react and alter the results and bring that what I wanted. Did that make sense? Drop a 7 in the chat if you understood what I just said. That's why I say right now it's the 21st of the month. You could have, do you realize that still in this month, July 2021, that you can still hit 100K. You could be at 0 right now and still have your first 100K month in the next 10 days. Do you realize that? This is not some meme. This is not just some random stuff I'm putting out. This is fact. It happened to me. This is how I'm growing my organization to the next level, 100K a week, but now as an organization, not just me doing the work. I want a team doing the work with me. That's exactly what I have all my coaches doing, working on and implementing. So in conclusion, lesson 1, we talked about setting that vision. So if you don't have that goal, if you don't have that script, you're wasting your time. You're just taking in information for no reason. You're going back to your old paradigm that said, I need to be on a Zoom call because I think a Zoom call is going to change my life. I need a coach. I need a mentor. I need a book. You don't need none of that. You need an image and a GPS. A quantum leap comes from within, not from a mentor or a coach or a Zoom call. It comes from within. You, God, and your goal. That's how it works. That was day 1. Then day 2, we understood the paradigm and that attitude, that conditioning, that you're conditioned to be where you're at. On today's call, we found out that the feeling is the secret. And the feeling is the frequency that you're on. And if you get on a different feeling, a feeling of the wish fulfilled at that goal and work backwards, that via the law of attraction, it will fall into your lap in the effortless way. Does that mean you just sit on a couch all day and visualize? No, you visualize 2-3 times a day, maybe 30 minutes max throughout the whole day, two or three 10-minute sessions. And then you go out there and you start to act in alignment with what you believe needs to be done to get you to that goal. And then from an unexpected source, you will see your blessings be handed to you. Knock and I shall answer. Most of you are not knocking because you don't even know what you want. Most people do not know what they want. And that's why nothing is delivered to them. If I was to ask you, what does your dream life look like at that income level? So let's just say I hop on a call with Brian. Brian said, I want to earn $50,000 a month. And I said, okay, Brian, what does your life look like at $50,000 a month? Most people have no idea. And that's why it doesn't come. You're not asking. I know exactly what my life looks like at that income, my next income level. I was at the jewelry shop looking at my new bust down Cartier that I want just for fun. It's not important to me, but it's fun. I already know how much my monthly payment is on my McLaren. I already know how much my apartment is at the Paramount here in Miami. I know how much I have in my savings, my accountant, everything I already have an image. I'm knocking. And as I knock, God can bring to me. Drop a 777 in the chat if you got a lot of value from today's call. Yes. Yo, this is fun, guys. Today's only day 3. I do this with my clients every single week, twice a week. I meet with my clients. I train them. I teach them. They learn from Bob. They learn from me. So you're going to definitely want to stay on tomorrow's call. I'm going to make a special announcement because a lot of you are going to want to go to the next level from this. Like, where do I go from here? You get off the Zoom call and now what? Is there stuff you can take home and study on a daily basis? Is there additional coaching? We'll talk about all that stuff tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be making 2 announcements. The first one is the opportunity to hop on a free coaching call with me, 1 hour, where we're going to break down your goal, your paradigm, all the stuff we just talked about, individual for you. The second thing we're going to talk about is your opportunity to have a take-home program where you can get the coaching throughout the next 6 to 12 months. And on Friday, when we have the Q&A, that's where I'm going to do the giveaway for the people to come to the next Saxton seminar, where we're going to have 2 days in-person live event here in Miami with a special guest. We'll be rocking and rolling. The seminars are so fun. Our seminars are like energy. All these people were bouncing around. We're excited. We're learning. It's just fun. It's just fun. All right, guys. So that is the conclusion of today's lesson. I want to thank each and every one of you. All of you stayed on today's call. I've been watching the numbers. I think we lost 1 or 2 people this entire call. So I'm focused on the people that are here. Oh, homework. I guess homework is I want you guys to go back to review that your goal and your in that script. This is a chance for you to catch up because we're on day 3 right now. This is a day for you to catch up on any videos. Go write your goal, go write your script, because tomorrow we're going to put it into action. We're going to do some visualization practices. We're going to do some talking to the subconscious mind. We're going to do some fun stuff tomorrow, okay? So you want to be ready to go. You don't want to be just staring at me on tomorrow's call. You want to actually have your plan mapped out for tomorrow. So that's your homework. Just catch up on those 2 things. Catch up on any videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. And like I said, the best thing I can, if you want to give to me on this call, if I'm giving a lot, it's just share the link. I want more people on this call. We're doing a lot. And registration actually closes tonight because tomorrow they're going to be, at that point, they kind of miss a lot of the stuff. So tonight is the final night that you can get people inside of the Telegram group, and then we're closed for the rest of the month. You have to wait to the end of next month in order to get into masterclass. You can follow me on Instagram at Saxton Seminars. That's my last name. If one of my coaches can drop that in the chat, Saxton Seminars. I appreciate each and every one of you watching me, and I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. tomorrow so we can take that image, plant it into the subconscious mind so that 14 days from now, 30 days from now, but definitely less than 90 days from now, you will need a telescope to look back at your life. Get out there, family. Change your life. See you soon.